Coronavirus Chronicles, number 1. My son is 19 now. He has long hair and a tattoo, and he spends a long time on his phone and watching YouTube. He's bright and witty and sharp, with a dry sense of humour, and he doesn't take any nonsense from his dad. I like having him around. These are strange times for everyone, and our family is no different. We sit and watch our own TV programmes in our own rooms, or look at our own phones, and come together in the evening to eat. We sit together and we don't listen to the news. We watch Gavin and Stacey, or Fawlty Towers, or The Office, or something else to take our minds off the weirdness. I remember when my son was younger and we used to do Lego together. Not a great deal, but every Christmas I'd buy a big model and we'd do it together in the days afterwards. We'd sit at the dining table and empty all the bags of pieces into the box, and then I'd get 2 bowls, a larger one and a smaller one, and set them between us. I'd find the pieces and put a dozen or so at a time into the larger bowl, and then pick out the next piece he needed and put it in the smaller bowl. It was a good system. The instruction booklet would sit between us, and sometimes he'd turn it to see the instructions, and sometimes I'd turn it to see which piece was needed next. Sometimes I'd make a mistake and find the wrong piece and put it in the bowl, and he'd look at it and then look at the instruction book, and then he'd sigh and say, "Dad," and give me a long withering look, and I'd say, "Sorry," and then find the right piece. We didn't talk a great deal apart from that. We didn't need to. The closeness and the shared enjoyment was enough. We loved the way the models came together, took shape from a mass of odd-coloured and shaped bricks into something magical which emerged like a butterfly into a VW camper van, a Ferrari, a crane, a bulldozer, a Harry Potter castle, or a Star Wars death ship. Some of the models took days to complete with thousands of bricks, and when they were finished, my son would take them and show his mother. The model would go in his room on a shelf and be gradually forgotten and clogged with dust until the next Christmas, when we'd look through the catalogue together and choose the next one to make. We stopped doing them a few years ago. I don't remember precisely when. It wasn't a specific decision. He didn't say, "Dad, I'm too old for this now," but maybe we both knew when the right time was. He moved on to new things, long hair and a tattoo and an iPhone and YouTube videos. But he got the highest marks in his school, and I was so proud of him, even though we didn't do the Lego anymore. But now we're in quarantine, and the world has changed, and maybe it's changed forever. My daughter is working from home. She finishes at 5, and we go for a walk together. She has a route she likes, around the block, and we're not allowed to vary it. It's 3 miles along quiet roads, fairly quiet. Other people seem to like the same route around the block, often with their dogs, and so we veer into the road to avoid them and keep our social distance. I wanted to walk in the road this evening. There are cars, but not many, so it's safe. But she doesn't want to vary the routine, and so we stay on the pavement. She links her arms in mine, and we chat, or not, depending on how the mood takes us. And if I talk too much, she tells me to shut up. It's nice. When we got back to the house, she made blondies, because it was my birthday and I like them. She was worried about the chocolate. It had been in the cupboard for a long time and was out of date. "Don't worry," I said, "they'll be fine." And they were. I spoke to my son. "Do you fancy doing some Lego?" I said, like we used to." "Let me think about it, Dad," he said. I hope he says yes. Thank you.